I had a foreword where it said, "Buying with curiosity, this slender scholarly boy who is this guy?" I had a visualization where it says Joel showed bladder.
Okay, let's head back to our. Okay, what color is the word especially, Shelby?
Orange.
It's orange, okay? Can everybody look at the word especially for me? I see some people whose eyes haven't looked at it yet. Look at the word especially, okay? That word is a word that might be hard for some of you when you're in your writing to get all those parts to it. How many syllables? Let's clap it out. Especially. Especially. Okay? Now, I want your eyes on the letters. We're going to clap the letters. And then we're going to, as we're saying the letters, ready? E-S-P-E-C-I-A-L-L-Y. Especially. One more time. Ready? E-S-P-E-C-I-A-L-L-Y. Close your eyes. Imagine the word. Close your eyes. Try to see it. Okay? Open them. Let's spell it now. One more time. E-S-P-E-C-I-A-L-L-Y. Now, without looking at the word wall, write it on your sheet of paper. Make sure you think about what we've talked about today as you're reading the sentence.
How many nouns are supposed to be in the first one?
Oh, how many nouns? I'll count. Just a moment. Just a moment. How many nouns are in the first one?
What was that thing that kind of
Jessica, if you're waiting for a turn, make as many words as you can. Make as many words as you can. 2 minutes. Go.
be tear and tear.
Yeah. Make the word tear. Okay, who can spell tear? Shelby.
T-E-A-R.
Okay, please make the word tear.
Ta-da!
I did it. All right, very good. And tear are both what?
Hum phones.
They don't sound
They're
alike.
comma something.
Graphic
Homographs. Good.
Homographs.
They're spelled exactly alike, but they're written the same, but they sound different. The periods call the commas. Call the doctors, call the nurses, give me a breath of air. I've been reading all your stories, but the periods aren't there. Call the policeman, call the traffic guards, give me a stop sign quick. Your sentences are running when they need a walking stick. Call the commas, call the question marks, give me a single clue. Tell me where to breathe with a punctuation mark or two.
Miss O.
What is that dedicated?
What do periods tell us, and what do commas tell us?
Stop and
pause,
freeze.
To stop and to pause. And you guys, most of you are very good at giving me periods. Some of you are getting very skilled at using your commas in the right places. But we're going to look at commas just a little bit more closely today. I have a book that I think you're going to really, really enjoy. And I'm only going to read a couple of pages out of it. But this book really can help you understand.
Like when you're like saying more than one thing, like apples and peaches.
So in a series, very good. So like if we said I
like
want to
eats,
buy,
shoots, and leaves.
Okay. If I said I wanted to buy peaches, bananas, and apples, we would separate the things in a series. Very good. All right, Kira, can you think? But the first picture has a sentence with a comma used, and it says, "Go, get him doctors," because there's a little boy laying underneath the monkey bars or dome or whatever it is, and it says, "Go, get him doctors." Now the other one is a little bit funny. It has no comma until the word him. It's after the word him, and it's got a hospital, and it's got someone talking to a group of doctors, and he says, "Go get him, doctors." He's commanding the doctors to go get this little boy.
Okay.
Now, the first way that we read it was, after we left Grandma what?
Comma.
Comma, right here. But how was it the second time I
After
read
we
it?
left.
After
comma.
we left, Grandma, and then you would have to have another comma to separate the series. Grandma, Mommy, and I skipped about in the park.
Is there a comma after I or no?
No, you don't ever want to separate your subject from your predicate with a comma.
Oh,
Okay? So, after we left isn't the way that the author probably who wrote that sentence was intending it. Now, some grandmas can skip about in the park, but I think that the way that the author intended that was to have the comma after the word grandma. Now, can anybody think of what we might label and call those words? Can we say, Mommy and I skipped about in the park and have a complete thought?
yes.
Yeah, Mommy and I skipped about in the park. So that thing that comes at the beginning isn't absolutely necessary to the meaning of the sentence, is it?
Mhm.
We still have a sentence without it. But after we left Grandma, what might we call that? What do you think? What are some ideas of what that could be called? I see one
Enter a
thing.
phrase.
Introduction.
Okay. And
I was close.
this phrase is actually the type of phrase it's called is an introductory phrase because it introduces our sentence. It comes at the beginning of the sentence. And so that use of the comma is to set off your introductory phrase. Okay? So, if we are using commas to set off introductory phrases, I want you to practice doing that. Read this first sentence. I'm going to read it out loud, and we're going to do this first sentence together. Okay? Yes, you may. Would you pass these around?
So when
Take this paper. You're going to be finishing numbers 3, 4, and 5 independently. We're going to talk about 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 tomorrow. So you're going to do 3, 4, and 5 independently. But you're not doing it right now. You're flipping it over, and you are getting ready to come up to the smartboard because we're going to do our daily oral language.
We already checked it tomorrow.